Hello everyone, and welcome to Fableheim and Age of Wonders 4. Today we are beginning a brand new series that you and many others voted on. Thank you all so much for your participation in the poll. You have decided to play as the Stranger. The Stranger is Eratis' ultimate obstacle in the game Eratis Lord of the Dead, so I thought it was appropriate to bring him in to continue the story. Now, of course, this will be the Stranger's first expedition into the Astral Sea, so he will not face Eratis himself, but there will be a few familiar faces, and we'll be playing around with a few modifiers for fun. This campaign will be quite different than the previous one in a few ways, so allow me to explain. We'll be creating our very own realm, which we're of course going to customize. This is a realm of boundless fields. Endless fields, same thing. A realm that was once pure. A realm with a wondrous past. But a realm that has begun to feel Eratis' influence, afflicted with the curse of Undeath. The inhabitants of this realm are cursed with the restless deaths. Marauders and free city units gain the curse of Undeath. This means that outside of a player's realm, they will return to life with 20% of their HP for one turn. And of course, a realm afflicted by death, even with its endless fields, has become scarred. This realm suffered a great scarring, marking it with death and dividing the land. This realm consists of two massive land masses separated by an uninhabitable and desolate ocean. So there's no water, but there is still a divide. We will be trying a standard distance. We were far last time. Remember, the map is generated based on the player distance and how many players there are. Speaking of players, there will be 8. We're going down 1. Knocking it down to 8. And for difficulty, we did the Eratis playthrough on Brutal, and I got a few comments suggesting to knock it down to Hard. So we're going to see what the difference is between Hard and Brutal. I've heard that Hard is manageable for people who played a lot of Age of Wonders game before. So we'll see. We'll see. We, of course, will be using the classic turns. Simultaneous turns is more for multiplayer. And this realm shall be known as the Decaying Fields. But this is not the only difference we shall be making. That one looks good. Sure, whatever. I mean, there's water in that picture. Is it really okay? How about that one? There we go. As for advanced settings, we draw this already. We will be playing with a few factions. So allow me to get them set up, and I will introduce you. Alrighty, all of them are set up. Allow me to show you.
Your journey.
Our first opponent is going to be none other than Tugrim Hammerhall, the one who led the magic victory that Eratis latched onto. Now, as you can see, she's actually a materia-focused character with no shadow whatsoever. So why the AI went Whiteborn with her is beyond me. But whether she does this time or not, she shall be there. And we are not allowed to conduct diplomacy with her. Just how we're not allowed to conduct diplomacy with Necron, the Risen, who will be leading the Dark culture and will most likely commit to Shadow. Most likely. These two were the alliance that Eratis joined to claim his victory, and so they will be our primary opponents. But we are joined by a character I have created, the elite, incorruptible Justice, based off the second most annoying elite unit in the cemetery in Eratis. The Justice. Nightmares. She is leading a feudal faction just like us, so hopefully we can be friends. We'll see. And she will also be joined by the greatest evil to have ever walked the world. The Mistress of Spite, leading the Slaaneshi Hobbitses. I actually have a Slaanesh marker because of a mod I'm using. I have one mod, and it's to get the Slaanesh banner. It's great. 10 out of 10. Highly recommended. She is, of course, leading barbarians, doing all sorts of evil things. We'll see what the AI does with her.
Your journey.
Additionally, a member that was on the poll. Uh-oh. Why the two of you? This one. The Grey Seer Lord Kritislik, the greatest leader of the Grey Seer clan the Skaven ever knew before he was devoured by the Great Horned Rat itself. He shall be leading the mystics in the underground.
The journey starts here.
And Sally Whitemane shall be here, representing the High faction, and I've tried to make her evil. We'll see what the AI does with that. The Scarlet Crusade, of course, crusaded against the undead at the cost of everything else. So, no. Okay, I just swapped it around. The Seer Lord's going to have a random primary color. We'll see what the AI does. And last, but not least, certainly not least, I was lazy. And so I chose a character that I really wanted to punch in the Urantis playthrough. And that, of course, is the one who kept insulting me, despite never doing anything about it. Blint the Underdelver, the Smug Moleman himself, shall be... Yeah, sure, whatever. They're just changing his color, because the Justice keeps hers. And that is our roster of opponents we will be doing. Just a domination victory. And no... Yeah, we can have an allied victory. I got a request to make sure that one good faction survives. We can try. Or, we can just make sure that the Incorruptible Justice survives. But the AI has a bad habit of becoming evil just because of how some wartime actions are set up. I don't know why this didn't change to hard. But shall we just keep it on normal? Since it didn't change? It didn't change. It's fine. Or maybe it... Is it brutal? Whatever. It's fine. We'll just leave it at normal. And I believe that's all we need to change. So yes, no expansion, no magical victory. The world must be destroyed, and we can bring someone with us if we desire. Okay. Here we go.
Your journey.
Time to make our own ruler. So the Stranger. I was thinking about doing another physical form, besides human, which the Stranger is, but I really couldn't see him leading any other race, because the humans were the predominant race of the Great Order that I personally believe he once led. So, we're gonna do human, and because we're playing as feudal, there is one that is really good. I believe it's in the other one, though. So what we're gonna do is we're just gonna become strong, because we do a lot of melee attacks as feudal. And because feudal likes to stay together, grouped up, you can either go defensive tactics, or you can go overwhelm tactics. And I've heard overwhelm tactics is one of the best traits in the game. So let's try it out.
What is that?
We are going feudal, which is one order, one nature, and we'll be leaning mostly into the order aspect of this, primarily. And they have the feudal lord mechanic, but I'll explain that as we level up. Now, as for our society traits, I was going to be really boring and just go chosen knitters, which is definitely what we're doing. This is very important. Gain additional income from vassals, gain 10 alignment, and our shield and polearms have +1 rank, and we get an extra one. And we start with diplomatic focus, which gives us an extra whispering stone. And I was going to then go devotees of good, which is like the opposite of evil scions. But as I thought about what the Stranger does, I decided we're going to go Banner Lords instead. Now, Banner Lords makes it so that Rally of the Lieges occurs twice as often, and the starting bonus is that we start with the nearest free city revealed and gain some bonus allegiance with them to get things kicked off. The Stranger tries to stop Urantis, who he incidentally unleashed, by recalling the spirits of all the heroes of the world through divinity or something. And so it makes sense to me that he has a whole bunch of different unit types through the Rally of the Lieges, whether they come from vassals or whether they come from wonders that we take over, which is why we're using Wonders Past. So hopefully we have a lot of random units all coupled together working for the greater good.
Choose your first.
That's the plan.
Of magic.
Like I said, we're going to be going pretty hard into order. We will deviate once at tier 2 and at tier 3, but for the most part, we're just taking up the rest of the order stuff. And we're going to begin with the Tome of Zeal to give us some additional starting damage. Here's the plan.
What is your ruler's origin?
Now, this would work best as a champion if we wanted to, further min-max this playthrough, but the Stranger's coming from another realm, and so he's going to have to be a Wizard King.
Reveal yourself.
I wouldn't be able to convince myself otherwise. And so, allow me to construct the Stranger. Now, when we encounter the stranger in Eratis, he appears before us as an old man, in rather humble robes, with a staff. And I thought about just basically copy-pasting that, but then I remembered that in my headcanon, which I believe is true, the stranger was once the ruler of the Great Order. And so, if he himself had to come to the front lines once again, he would don the heavy golden armor of the Grand Magister, and he would fight in the front lines like the founder of the Great Order, the Paladin hero. And so this, to me, is the stranger that shall lead this feudal culture to glorious victory. I realize I'm stretching it a little bit here, but we don't actually know much about the stranger, so, we can do whatever we want. That's what I'm telling myself. Hopefully you agree. The mod, by the way, these are... I don't even know which ones are real anymore. But down here at the bottom, you can see there's a bunch of symbols that are not in the game baseline. Some of them because they couldn't be, like, the Corn symbol, the Zinj symbol, the Skaven symbol. They'd have to get Games Workshop approval for that one. But, yeah. I'll put the mod in the description if you want to go look it up. Great mod, once I finally get it to work. We'll also be using the Tyrant Sword and Shield, which I unlocked. This base just gives us the basic longsword, the basic shield, but it also gives us Intimidation Ore, and I believe this is permanent, so even if we switch weapons, we'll still have this. I mean, he's a thing of divinity. He'd be intimidating, right?
Your journey begins.
Now, as mentioned, all we know about the stranger is that, as far as his name is concerned. So I thought Eratis is named Eratis, based off the 7 deadly sin Ira. So I just went and looked up the 7 virtues, and I decided it would make a lot of sense for the stranger's first name to be Humanitas. Because he's rescuing humanity. He resembles humanity. I don't know. Something like that. And of course, the race... the Great Order. Yep, that's what we'll do. As for his title, you can pick a few of these. Wow. I don't know why we have so many options. But, if he has donned his armor as the Grand Magister, but he is beyond the Grand Magister, what is he then? Well, of course, he is a Supreme Magister. Little tie-in to the Supreme Necromancer. And that is our faction. I don't know how long this has been, but thank you for sitting through it if you did. And here we go. Oh. I thought it just went. That's why I did all the other people first. Whatever. Here we go. And here we are loading in to the decaying fields. And we're in. Again, hi. This is my second attempt recording this because I encountered a very strange bug my first time recording this. And I actually went 18 turns, and if you don't see this, it's because the bug persisted. All of the unique characters that I put in were replaced by random pre-generated characters. So I think it was related to the mod, which I turned off, so no cool Slaneshi banner or anything. Or it could have been related to the fact that they had to have their colors changed, but instead the game just randomized the Lord instead? I don't know. I turned them, but I personally made sure none of the colors overlapped, and I turned off the mod, which is not how you're supposed to do troubleshooting. You're supposed to do it one at a time to figure out what was wrong. But hey, covered both my bases. So, here we are. Hopefully all of our opponents are the correct opponent. And our starting units are the Bannerman. We got a very strong support unit. I love the Bannerman. He has buffs and healing around him. So he unites and rallies our people, which is how it should be. The unique mechanic of the feudal faction is Stand Together. Units deal plus 20% damage when adjacent to another friendly unit with Stand Together, which works very well with our brave, frontlining stranger Humanitas. We also have 2 peasant pikemen. Now, one of the weaknesses of the feudal faction, in my not so humble opinion, is that their peasants evolve into the tier 2 defenders, which is great and all. But that means that the feudal faction doesn't have a dedicated spearman, which we've learned the true power of spearmen in the Eratis playthrough. So that's unfortunate, but we'll work around it, I'm sure. And last but not least, we have an archer. just the basic archer unit. Remember, standing together is good, and it's even better when you add overwhelm tactics into it. It's great. Wasn't this 20% crit hit? Did they nerf this? Wow, there was a patch yesterday, but I thought it was mostly performance related. Anyway, here we are in our capital. We'll give it a Whispering Stone. Remember, we begin with 2. And we're going to rename our city to the Cathedral. The Cathedral of Order. Yeah, there we go. Fantastic. As for our beginning, the Clergy Commons is our unique mana building? Mana building. So we get mana and gold from that. Not bad. Gold is going to be a little bit of a struggle, but we'll see. But as always, we're going to start with the workshop. Get that production rolling. And we're going to recruit a few scouts. A recommendation I received during the last playthrough is I kind of stopped scouting, and that was a big no-no. We need to scout. We need to scout a lot. Speaking of scouting, where are we? In the map. The map. The map. We are in the bottom, kind of bottom left. Okay, okay. Corners are good. Corners are good. I like it. Now, because we are a banner lord, we begin with Bulletin, revealed, and friendly to us. So we shall give them a Whispering Stone, and we will have a Pact of Loyalty in one turn. Very nice. We also want to wait until we have our first Order Imperium before we take out this infestation. So we're going to waddle over this direction and break this. With a gold vein right outside our base. Feels good. Begone, demon. The Wand of Blizzards. Wow. Okay. Sure. I'll take it. Will take it. And speaking of outposts, we just saw it briefly when I picked up. We're going to be making a lot of outposts. A recommendation I got that was a phenomenal recommendation is to not look for like the perfect ideal place for a city. If you see a resource, a magic material, an ancient wonder that you want, just plop down an outpost and claim it for yourself. And excellent suggestion. We could also summon a zealot. Do we want to do that? Yeah, sure, why not? Let's do it. As for our first arcane research, these are not great first choices, but it is what it is. I think we do want the Signet of Knighthood. We want this pretty bad. But we're going to start with Fanatical Workforce. We'll see how things are going. Yes. Pact of Cooperation. The Signet of Knighthood gives all units outside of our faction the Stand Together trait. So as we start getting more and more units from Rally of Lieges, from Wonders, from other factions, that will be incredibly helpful. Our zealot is ready to join on the Great Crusade. No, we don't use that word anymore. What do the American pigs call it? Peacekeeping? Yes. We now have the Pact of Loyalty. In 4 turns, we will have our very first Vassal. Isn't that great? Imperium should be next turn. This is a good spot. We have a nice little watchtower as well. And we are going to speed build the first, second scout. And we'll even build a third. Because we need to know what we're up against. And I need to find the other heroes and hope that they are the correct ones. Because I really want to fight the Slaneshi Hobbitses. I really do. I kept going with my previous recording attempt because Tugrim was in it. And Tugrim is, of course, our ultimate antagonist for this series. So hopefully she's in this one as well. This would be a nice spot for another city. Except for, all the mountains. We could just plop down an outpost. Right here, grab this gold, secure the Gust Keep. What do? You give us research. I love research. Also provide additional fortification health to the city within the domain. That's okay. But you don't need fortification health if you never get besieged. Alright. We do indeed have our first order thing, pacification. Whenever we destroy an infestation or conquer a free city, grants a stacking plus 300 relations to all other free cities for 10 turns. I wouldn't mind getting that after we find another one. Assuming I can. We can annex our first province, and we want farms. I need to go clear that. I need to go clear that. I need to go clear that. I guess I can go like this. That's so inefficient. Oh, it hurts my soul. Yes, we got our first Imperium thing. I'm so sorry, min-maxers. If only I could retreat my path. Like you can in combat. I went for the pickup. I saw the pickup and I got greedy. As your troops approach the band of mercenary guards, they raise the white flag. Oh, we were hired by a rich merchant to look after the battlefield remnants. The leader of the gang, a defender, explains. We expected to protect it from roaming scoundrels, not against a full-fledged assault. Please accept our surrender and let us go. You vastly outnumber these guards. Do you let them leave the battlefield remnants without a fight? Of course we do. We don't want a defender. We're going to have to. We have no quarrel with you. Be gone. Making roads is nice, isn't it? Do we just rush the Gust Keep? Get ogres in our first rally? When do you wake up? 9+ turns? We grab this, we clear stuff on our... Grab this, clear that, then clear stuff on our way back up. As the game stutters. It's not a bad idea. I've certainly had worse ideas. Remember, we are on hard difficulty, so some of the neutral creeps we'll be seeing will not be quite as horrific as if we were on brutal. There's a golden wonder, however. Ha ha. Ha ha ha. I think you want to go north, Missy. There's a watchtower over there. We should be able to make it pretty quickly. This isn't awake yet, so we can safely meander through it. What are you sitting on? Is it just pickup? Pastures. Ooh, that's food. That's growth. That's gold. Now remember, we can freely change our province improvement by disabling it for 3 turns. So one day, this will most likely be an invaluable gold mine. But for now, it's a farm. We're going to boost that, and we're going to get more gold. Gold is important. We're even going to do that. I do want that Whispering Stone. So I think we're going to actually save our Imperium. But I can't use it yet. So while I do want it, do we need it? I don't know. Our little friend has ventured out into the world. Bold. Bold. Respect, respect. Unfortunately, can't go very far. Okay. Is this a pickup? It is. A Spirit Hawk. Would you look at that? Spirit Hawks are not particularly great. They're just a little tier 1 fighter unit. They're low maintenance, so it's only 6 mana to upkeep you. I wish they evolved. There's a really big, spooky tier 3 bird. I think it's called a Thunderbird. Be cool if they evolved that. But that's alright. Shall we investigate our corner? Oh. Hello? Well, well, well. Another ruler in this realm. How many more can this realm take? Let us just agree to stay out of each other's way. No. She's a reserved isolationist. So she likes empires that do not begin war, she likes empires with few alliances, and she dislikes empires that have defeated other empires, or empires with vassals, which hopefully we have plenty of. We are going to threaten her. Tugrum is our enemy. Perhaps insults will be to be expected from a supreme magister such as yourself. Make no mistake, you will pay for addressing me like this. So Tugrum, in the previous series, is the one who led the Age of Shadows. She is the one that triggered the magic victory condition. So that is why we don't like her. We're going to grab the Age of Zeal. This will give all of our polearm, shield, shock, fighter, and skirmisher units from the feudal faction Zeal, which is a mechanic that compounds on itself. It's just +2 spirit damage. I think I'm going to wait on all. I could fanatical workforce my city. we lose food, but we already don't have a whole lot of food. Maybe I wait. Nah, let's try it. Let's try it. I've never done it before. There's seafaring. Don't care. An evil presence lingers in these lands, and it will pay the price soon. So yeah, Togrim is going to be our main antagonist. She should be joined by Necron as well, if we can find them. We will see. Hello. Oh, something moved there. That's probably another player. Now, there is an age-old adage. I was going to say strategy, but that doesn't sound right. Where it is ill-advised to go find everybody, because then, of course, you've just located more people to declare war on you. Oh, you were hiding. Sneaky, sneaky. Let's see how the AI does. Poorly. Alrighty, our first combat. Now remember, this realm, we're here to save this realm from the curse of Undeath. Which means, whenever these enemies die, they will return with 20% of their HP as undead. Which, once we get a bunch of our spirit damage rolling, will actually be will be good against. But until that point, we won't be great against it. I wanted to rally, or you don't get here. Because we're standing together to be big, to be brave. Mr. Spearman, well, my bad. Alright, we'll get a bunch of bolstered defenses. Now these skirmisher units can shoot stuff at me, and they probably will, but they also can fight pretty decently. So I don't know if I want to just roll my spearmen into them. But I believe you shoot stuff? No, you're melee as well. Okay. Wow. What's this do? Pretty neat. Alright, let's do it. I think you're just going to sit there and defend. They're probably going to shoot something at you. Why can you not shoot anything? Out of range. What's the range? 4? Oh, wow, okay. Alright, go in defense. You cannot shoot either. You're stuck. Alright, well. My poor spearman. Now, by being in defense with the bannermen, remember, we were reducing the magical damage that they deal. And now it's time to go in. We could even buff ourselves some more, which I think is worth it. The bonus morale will increase our crit chance, even more than Overwhelm Tactics already does. Okay, so we want to move first. You have 2 attacks there, so we'll move you up. Oh, I could come kill this. Oh, no. Alright, now we see what we need to do. Oh, that is so much damage. What can you shoot? That's good shots on the back line. We'll take it. Or, no, we'll take it. Now remember, these are single entity models, these guys. So they actually do not have their damage reduced by being damaged. Like these guys will. Oh, you can kill that. Cool. Good job. If only I had an attack spell, I could probably kill you. Owie. Owie. Alrighty. Oida. Thankfully, when they come back to life, they don't have an action point, and they can't retaliate. That's very convenient. Oh, I should have... Whoops, my bad. Should have hit that first. So because they come back as undead, they come back with a spirit weakness, which is good for us. And if you destroy everything before So everything was dead. That guy hadn't come back from the dead yet. But because everything else was dead, it just ended. We didn't have to deal with it. Now, as the feudal faction, all of your heroes can become a feudal lord. You can only have one type of feudal lord at a time. And most of these are economic. The Lord of Crops gives you food. This affects the city that they are the governor of, so this would affect our capital city. Knowledge gives you knowledge. Magic gives you mana income, and the Lord of Production gives you production. It might be wise to go crops to, expand your city faster. It might be wise to go production to build your city faster, but I prefer to make my hero the Lord of War, because who will be our champion if not the stranger? While army leader, after winning combat, units in the army regain 5 hit points and 25% move points. Triggers only once per turn on the world map. Essentially, this allows us to keep on keeping on. So that's where Togrim is. This is my pickup. We have found her capital. Oh, I could pounce on her. So the problem is, if we declare war without justification, these are all of our penalties. Every other rule will gain grievances against us. All vassal cities will dislike us. All vassal cities will lose allegiances. All non-vassal cities will dislike us. We become evil, and we lose 20% Imperium income for as long as we are in this war. So the way we change that is we can pronounce a rivalry, which costs 100 gold and has 10 gold upkeep. I don't want to do this, but I do. Now, what we could do, if we're feeling spicy, we can fabricate grievances. What this does is it'll give us a grievance, a reason to go to war with them, and we could even denounce that false grievance to give us more grievances, but then they would gain a grievance against us as well. So let's just do this to try it. Fabricates a minor grievance against the opponent. This will enable you to start a justified war as normal, but it cannot be forgiven and will have a negative impact on your relations. All my relations? Or just these relations? Trying to denounce an opposing ruler using a fabricated grievance will cause them to have a grievance against you. I clicked yes, didn't I? Yeah. Maybe it takes 5 turns to fabricate the grievance? It takes time? Perhaps. Let's get the stonemason so we just build everything faster. It's 15 Imperium to get a new province. Let's do it. I need to clear more of this crap. Pastures. I want the pastures. Can I take the quarry now? Yeah. We're gonna need to rejig this quite a lot. But that's okay. That's all in due time. We made the thing. Fantastic. We could even make the market next? Let's do it. Sure. Money good. Hasteberry is this. Makes it so that founding, migrating, and absorbing cities takes -2 turns. Did we get this from our dear vassal? Yes, right there. Good. Fanatical workforce is ready. We are going to cast this on our city, so for 3 turns, we're going to lose 20 food income, but we're going to gain 60 production. Now the market is reduced in 2 turns, or done in 2 turns. We are now vassals, so we gain 30% of the free city's money. And that's how we got the magical materials. They will contribute to the rally of lieges, and we can trade with them at default levels, which is pretty sketch. I don't know. 5 gold for 10 production seems okay. That seems manageable. You know what? Sure. Let's do it. I think that'll make them like us more. Yeah, treaty created. There we go. Seems good. Now, we are quite wounded, and I don't have a way of doing anything about that until we create an outpost. which we should probably figure out where we want that. I'm thinking it's here. Let's see. Oh. Duke Samish Taylor of Bulletin proudly summons his new court jester to entertain you during negotiations. This jester, however, is clearly no fool. As she performs complex conjuration and illusion spells, she seems severely overqualified for her job. Samish Taylor claps and cheers with joy, unable to assess how powerful the performer truly is. The jester pulls off another dazzling illusion with ease, her expression bordering on boredom. While you analyze the masterful performance of the scowled-turned-jester, Samish suddenly asks why you do not seem entertained. Now we could say that my empire knows no jesters as talented as yours. This would lose us Imperium, like half a turn worth, but give us some allegiance with Bulletin, which will instantly push us up to the next level of vassalage. Or we can lose allegiance, wow, that's quite a bit, and we gain a tier 3 Scald unit. Now the Scald is a fiendish unit, a humanoid fiend, so not true demon, but pretty close. However, the Stranger, while he is a being of divinity and order, would 100% use a Scald if it was for the greater good. After all, he unleashed the greatest evil in the world just to cleanse corruption. So yes, I'll take a tier 3 unit on turn 7. Don't mind if I do. We did use the Scald in the Erratus playthrough, and we're not going to see this unit again unless we get events to find one. It's an amazing one that synergizes with our everyone stand together, everyone buff. 10 out of 10, highly recommend. I love the Scald. Are you awake? You sure aren't. You're horrifying. Yep. The Lost Wizard is one of the strongest units in this entire game, if not the strongest unit. It hits really hard, with 3 different damage channels. It has greater teleportation, which is a free teleport. And it has Forbidden Tome, where if it uses this, it gains a forgotten spell. And at the end of the turn, it can just use it, which I think is just any random spell from any random tome. So this could just be a tier 1, tickle you. Or it could be a freaking meteor shower. So, you know, there's that. We'll leave that alone. Oh, hello. Sage Dornier Glavestar of the Free City Celestial Haven greets you with hostility. We stout Arcanists of Celestial Haven will fight for our freedom and stand against anyone who threatens our free city, even when they are led by a supreme magister like yourself. The blood of invaders, thieves, and spies will nourish the fields. Right. Now we can make peace with gold. And I'm pretty sure our... So as we clear infestations with our Imperium trait, I think they're going to like us more, which will reduce the cost it takes for us to buy out peace. And we do want to put our thing here, our outpost here, because it'll be on a gold vein, so it'll basically pay for itself. Unfortunately, we're going to have to wait a turn. Oh, I wanted to kill that. Well, whatever. We're going to have to turn around anyway, so not that big of a deal. It's a deal, it's not a big deal. Bibbidi-bobbidi. There are so many infestations. I didn't accidentally turn on a large infestation, did I? I think so. Well, you know how we'll find out if it comes back. Oh. It kept the saving. Yes, we did it. We're going to fight the Slaneshi hobbits eventually. Allow me to introduce myself. I am the first Protector Blint, the Underdelver of the Deep Dwellers. Let us hope this realm is big enough for all of us. Now, I added this guy because I wanted to punch him in the Erratus playthrough. He was so mean to me. But he might be nice to us. You never know. I had to change his thing to pink, so now the Smug Moleman is a pink boy. And I'm not going to give him money. If he likes us, he likes us. If he dies, he dies. Is that you? Wow, you're up here yourself, and you already have a tier 3. Okay. Great. Just fine. What are you going to do now, miss? I guess you can explore this. You can see this corner. An evil presence lingers in this land. Indeed it does. Alright, so next turn. Am I in this domain? No, I'm in this one. Okay. Next turn we punch this, we build the outpost, we go into Gust Keep. I don't know when the first rally of lieges is. Crap. Go do this first then. Yes? Oh, it's not going to be in my domain anyway. It's impossible to get it in that in one turn. I think I'm going to lose a unit here. Yeah. Why do you keep killing the archers? What did they do to you? Okay, so there's a unicorn. I'd like a unicorn. So you go here, go here, here, here. Sure. And let's get a heal. Fantastic. Next turn we do the buff. I don't think they'll go this way. They very well could. So we're going to do something I don't want to do. I move you... I mean, I could just go in. Because this is charge, right? Yeah. Can you teleport while pinned? You can. That's probably how they died. If I had to guess. So what we can do is we can go in. Or... Boom. Can you still reach? You can. Alright, so we're going to pull the archer back. That'll make the bannermen vulnerable? No. You should be caught by the spearmen. Yes, fantastic. I mean, unless you teleport, and then I can't do anything about that. There it is. Right onto the archers. What a shock. Alright. 50-50. Can I make that better? No, because you're in a freaking bush. But we hit it. Oh, you resisted them. Let's get the poke. I'm even going to come back with you. Stand together, men. Do not let this foul craven, which is totally a majestic unicorn, defeat us. Alright, you kill. Remember, it will come back. That's okay. Owie. Thank you for hitting my lord. I appreciate it. Bonk, bonk, bonk. And that's why I want to have archer. That's why I don't like the fact that my spearmen are not a permanent unit. They're going to evolve out of being spearmen soon. Bonk, bonk. Nice. An easy dub. Like I knew it would be. And it's not a Craven anymore. Now it's mine. Oh, it's the mounts. I mean, that's fine too. Alrighty, unicorn. Tell me I won't. Alrighty, so my plan for the stranger was to make him kind of tanky so he can truly lead his troops in the front line. And the way to do that is warfare to get defense and evasion, battle magic to get resistance and status resistance. We can also grab condemn while we're here, which is a free action which condemns the unit, which I believe... Okay, it reduces overall status resistance, and it will make it so Zeal is a bonus for spirit damage instead of a bonus to spirit damage. Which may not seem much, but in the grand scheme of things, pretty good. However, we're going to start by going down the support tree, because the support tree is absolutely bonkers strong, and, the Grand Magister, or the Supreme Magister, excuse me. The Grand Magister's a dick. The Supreme Magister is not. And he would be very supportive of his people. Now we're going to head into the Gust Keep. We are a little hurt, but I don't think it matters. I probably should wait for the Scald. Let's see. How far are you? I'm not waiting 2 turns. We have stuff to do. As you enter the Gust Keep, you feel incomprehensible dread. Slowly, you crouch closer. In the courtyard, a shadowy creature moves with unnatural grace. It touches the ground, which groans in protest. A flickering light rises from it. It grasps the light and pulls it into itself. you realize that this is an astral serpent from the astral sea, a being that, according to folklore, feeds on magic and lost souls. Are you the one with refuge? I don't think so. You stun people. That's annoying. You realize that many souls will be freed upon the defeat of the astral serpent. We could spend mana, a lot of mana, to help. Or, oh, this is a tough battle. Can I do this? Totally. Oh, that's... No, I can't. No, I don't think I can. These guys have astral refuge. It's so annoying. When you hit them, they become invulnerable. I mean, they're also stunned, so they can't do anything. But it's annoying. The wisps are annoying as well because they do 3 damage channels. And our spears are not overly helpful here. Do I try it? I think I retreat and heal up. And wait for the Scald. It's fine. We can clear this stuff out while we're here. No big deal. Dropping frames. Oh, hello. A golden lair. That's horrifying. Believe you're building an outpost here. That's rude, boy. Let's keep going to the edge of the map. A Spring of Youth. Nice. Fun fact, in the lost attempts, the lost recordings, I had a lost youth, or a lost fountain right in my domain. And it was amazing. But it was not meant to be. It was not meant to be. Do I want to go towards the mid, or do I want to go towards the side? The scout will take the side. We'll go mid, because you can fly. Oh, there's a watch post as well. Alright, we have our market. A 1 turn. It's free. Then a 2-turn castle. That's amazing. That is amazing. We can excavate. I'm waiting for road building. Another Whispering Stone. Currently not needed, but we will want that. Just need to find another free city. I don't know where it would be. Alright, Scald. I think if I fight from here, I drag you in. Yes. Or here, which is fine. Let's auto and see how it does. Rude. We need to be as healthy as possible. So we're gonna, you know, all group together and dream of glory. Look at the Supreme Magister's beautiful unicorn. It leaves rainbow trails. Alright, we're going to heal up. Beautiful. We'll get some regen as well. I love the Scald. The Scald is so good, and it's definitely not because I'm simping for her. I wouldn't do that. I would never. Also, she has a chance to drive people insane. Which, ironically, with Condemned, which reduces status resistance, we can increase the chance of insanity, which is amazing. What does this do again? Great things. I don't think I go in here. I think we wait. My morale is already high. That is ridiculous. These are War Shamans. Those are Bannermen. Yeah, we'll wait. You need to face this direction, though. And you can even cast this. Great. You also need to face the correct direction. Anyone else facing the wrong direction? Alright, very good. There we go. Strengthen and regen. Yes, yes, yes. You could argue that I baited them into doing support stuff instead of actually fighting. You can argue that. Is it accurate? Maybe. Now, unfortunately... Oh, hello. Now, what does Insanity do? This unit is uncontrollable and will attack random units within a certain range. So we want to try and trigger Insanity on units that are not alone on the front line. I do want to tie that up. Oh, let's roll the 60s. A crit. Beautiful. Should have done that first to remove the bolstered defense, but it is what it is. Our Lord could destroy this. He also can teleport now, which is, needless to say, pretty amazing. Go this way. Flankaroo. What about the Zealots? Go this way. Flankaroo. Beautiful. It's all coming together. Then we tie you both up. Neither are a flank, but I'm afraid of you more, I think. Okay. I guess I'm afraid of them both equally. The defender has returned from beyond the grave to stand as one. And to get punched in the back. Morale is so good. It's so important. And I didn't even realize how important it was until I lost it in the Eratus campaign. Because we are playing as the undead, who don't have morale. But it's so easy to get positive morale in 4. It was a real pain in 3. And you could, like, just by standing on terrain you raced it and, like, you could lose it all. Good shot. This is why the Scald is great. It's definitely not the midriff or the tail. Or the horns. It's 100% just the murder. She has to taunt. Okay. I'll take it. Sure. That sounds like a defensive thing I would do. Outpost is being constructed. There's a button to turn on the grid. I might want to do that. I might consider doing that. We could join up with the Scald if we wanted to. Which might not be awful using our bonus movement. I think we'll take out the Zealot. Let the Zealot meander. Okay. Orders required for the burb. Can't quite reach that. Soon, soon. There are so many things here. That is a perfect place for a city. This is not. This is an outpost situation. Right there. Outpost this to get whatever the heck this is standing on. Yes. I want that. This is such a good spot. Compare this to the underground. Look. Just all of the potential resources. I'm not tilted. I haven't forgotten. I have not yet forgiven. Hello, it's Necron. A new pawn appears before me. You look like a god here, but are you ready to face the likes of me? No. Alright. We're going to threaten him. We have found our 2 antagonists already. The Legion of Zeal has been completed. Let's get Condemnation. Vassals grant additional gold. That's fantastic. Assuming I can get more. I guess I just take this now while I'm here and thinking about it. Ha-ha! A rivalry was declared. So what this does is it increases the efficacy of the rivalry I declared. It should go up to minus, or go down to minus 400 now. I think. A rally has begun. This is from our vassal. Unfortunately, I'm not interested in any of that. Right now. In due time. In due time. Outpost has been constructed. We are going to immediately convert this into a work camp, which is going to take 3 turns. We're going to turn around, not reach Gust Keep, by 1 bloody tile. Oh, that's a tilter. That is a mega tilter. If I turn this into a city, how many times? 1, 2. 1, 2, 3. I could totally reach this. I think I make this a city team. Let's do it. Let's make a second city. Turn 10, city 2. The brutal AI in the last campaign, the strongest one, had a third city by turn 12. Because they're cheating little sods. Well, hey, this scout provided us the insight that we needed to know to make that a city. Now, of course, we won't immediately be able to gain the benefits of that stuff. Oh, hello? Yes, my unique character is in. It's Sally Whitemane, the fanatic isolationist. A secluded ruler who values purity of mind and empire. If that isn't accurate for the Scarlet Crusade, I don't know what is. Oh, it's perfect. I'm so happy I re-recorded this. So she likes empires without relationships with free cities, and that's not good. She likes empires that trade grievances, and she dislikes empires that have many alliances, and she dislikes empires with multiple races. So in the end, she's not going to like me, but she is here to purge the undead, and I respect that. Oh, I'm not going to do that for money, though. I have the biggest smile on my face right now. It's all coming together. That, I think, is another person. Outpost Vanity is becoming a city. We're going to cast the Legion of Zeal. This will give Zeal to our Polearm fighter units, as previously mentioned. And I believe next turn, we take on the Gustkeep. Hello. Well, oh my god. So you are the Supreme Magister Humanitas, the Stranger of the Great Order. I am not impressed. Tread carefully before I decide that your realm is actually worth conquering. It is the Slaneshi Hobbitses, the greatest demons the land has ever known. Alright. I'm not even gonna bother threatening them. 'Cause we'll be at war eventually. Where is my camera? Who is this? Oh, this is Necron. Do I think there's a free city in this corner? Kind of? Oh, it's a different domain. Wow. Uh-oh. Oh, hey, Sally. You have blocked the path, Sally. Well, okay, I'm gonna go around. There's a watchtower here anyway. And money. Love money. Money's great. Are you still asleep? You're not the... Oh, dear. They are asleep. Good. Oh, this is horrifying. I have to return to my city to deal with this. But I need to stay here to deal with this. What the fuck? Oh. Oh. Oh, that's not good. This looks like the perfect place for a city. Yes, it does, doesn't it? Alright. Let's go. I got this. Alright. So we're going to go here. Then we get our spear boys up and ready. Banner in the middle. We'll start with the heal. which means you'll start with... Is this for 2 turns or 3? I think this is for 3 turns. It is. Nice. It's horrifying seeing them fly over the wall. Now, it is in our interest to go fight them, because this guy has charge. And these guys can teleport. So I think we run it down. Astral Membrane. Or we do this and wait a turn. Holy shite. Right, these guys have like 25 hit points. I mean, we could also just... Okay. So you're slowed in Refuge, which means you can't do anything. You're just slowed. How far does this go? 6? Alright. Well, I have changed my mind. We're just waiting. Pop the regen preemptively as well. Alright, let's see how terrible of a mistake this is. Good morale. Less good morale. Okay. So I think he dies if anyone hits him. Maybe. That guy's in trouble. That's 17. So this kills him. It's 50-50. I really need to deal with this thing. I could have teleported over here, maybe? Can I make this better? Not really. 50-50! Nice. You can refuge all you want in the Great Void. So this thing needs to defend. Oh, you're refuged. No? Oh, yeah, you are. Okay. So I need to move. Do I take the 70s? I think I do. I don't really want to kill it. I mean, I do, but I don't, you know? Fine, just kill it. It'll come back, of course. Now, with this peasant, we can come tie up the wisp, I guess. We'll go here so we don't get flanked by going there. Alright. Please. He's probably gonna die, let's be honest. But you never know. Okay. That hurt, but that's fine. Stunned, dead. Yeah. That thing really does not like my archers. Alright. Wisp dead. This thing dead. We could roll back in. Chance of insanity. Kill. Alright, let's go. I believe. I no longer believe. Oh, insanity resistant. Well, we have a few options. I could teleport, like here, to tie them all up, but then this guy's free to do whatever he wants. Which is probably kill my archers. Well. In order to tie them all up, I need to face this direction. So I guess I'm killing him. Okay, things are back. Oh, I went after my bannerman, okay. This Curse of Undeath is causing problems. Okay, so you kill them. That wand was clutch. I don't think I can make this any better. So you can kill that. It's dead. Also insane. Not relevant. Oh, you got stunned. It's not tied up. You just defend. Okay. This is the danger of fighting astral creatures. Oh, no fumble. Really? Still 50-50? Grazed. Oh, you're dead too. I lost my entire army. Well, that is painful. They win for the spears. Why are you stunned? You're astral refuged. And the wisps are just baby units. Can I do this? Thank God. Come on, crit! Oh, okay. That's fine. It went insane. Maybe it'll attack its units. Yes? No? No. Okay, fumble saved me. Some health there. 90%. 3 damage. Very nice. Yes. Ugh. When the enemy flees, there's a 40% chance of them dying. But because it's a wonder, it doesn't matter. Light bursts from the defeated monster's wounds, tiny dots of energy zigging and zagging into the sky toward freedom. Take a short moment to look at the fleeing lights before shifting your gaze downward again. Many bodies lie strewn across the ruins. A few of the lights float to the bodies as if saying goodbye, before disappearing into the sky. 2 of them waver, floating nearby. They seem to want to lead you to the possession. 2 freed souls linger, wishing to lead you to their mortal possessions out of gratitude before they move on. Which one of them do you follow? So we gain 118. Condemnation would have been helpful in that fight. We can get 196 gold. We can get the Executioner. Oh. Or 10 alignment. Now, this doesn't really fit with the stranger theme I'm going for, but I would be mad to pass up this weapon. This is a charge weapon. Basic charge, but its special shtick is that it has a chance to instantly kill tier 1 to 3 units. The chance is increased by the amount of health the target is missing. Yep. Get fighting. Again, not overly Grand Magister. That's okay. I do want to annex this, but we're gonna wait. Take the workshop. Abbeyvale is a fine name. Sure. And because we are playing anything that's not dark, we do have to worry about city stability. Resource sharing. Oh yeah, we have a Whispering Stone here because I can't find it in the free city. We can counter that with the Whispering Stone, with a few unique items, with some special provinces, or with the tavern, which leads into the bathhouse. I'm also going to build the Wizard Fountain, Wizard Tower pretty early, because Imperium income is good, it turns out. So far, our unique provinces are the Levy Camp, which gives us 15 food income, which is amazing. And then plus 5 food per adjacent farm counts as a deployment location. So if we build it down here, we can deploy units closer to our second city, and counts as a farm. We also have the Circle of Zealotry, which comes from our Tomb of Zeal. This gives draft per positive or negative level of alignment, so we gain 10 draft right now, because we are just good. Basic good. Also unit deployment location, and we gain plus 2 cities ability per adjacent province improvement. So it doesn't matter what it is, Just as long as it's next to stuff, we gain city stability, which might be very important. But like I said, we're going to build the foundation of the Wizard's Tower to get the Imperium income. And I need to start recruiting stuff. We can use the Rally of the Lieges to get something quick and cheaper. Next rally is in 13 turns. We should get this faster, though. We'll keep an eye on that. Well, I'll try to. Well, we need a defender because we lost our front line. If you can call peasants our front line. A second one? Sure. It's going to take 5 turns, but in due time. We can annex another province. Here, food. There's a pasture on that. Gives us lots of food. When we can annex this, we're going to grab the Gust Keep. I'm going to chill 1 turn in my territory with the Zealot. The Legion of Zeal is ready. Right now it's only buffing birds, but that's okay. Birds that we're not really going to use. We can also just summon some Zealots to replenish ourselves quickly so we can keep on keeping on. We've unlocked Condemnation, so I actually have an offensive spell now. And we're going to grab the Signet of Knighthood. This makes it so that any non-feudal unit gains Stand Together, which is the feudal mechanic. Right now, we have the Scald. What are these? Oh, the Zealots. Right. Yeah, that's very important to us. Especially if we can, as we continue to get more Rally of the Lieges units. We have acquired the Tranquility Pool, which makes it so it's cheaper to research spells, which is pretty good. We also can now recruit a hero because we have our second city. Unfortunately, can't. I'm broke. We have acquired the Fruitful Integration. Founding or absorbing cities takes -2 turns. This would have been nice to have. Get pop for newly founded cities, but we're gonna wait. We are now bonded vassalage, which improves our income from these guys, and our trades are better. I'm not sure if it improves. I don't think it does. What's the word I'm looking for? If it improves trades already happening. There's a word for that. I just forgot what it was. Blint likes us. Oh. And Necron doesn't. Shocker. Now, I could... Hold on. Get 100 gold for this, or I can hold on to it. I keep it in the pocket. Because one day, when we declare war... that was your army something. I didn't see it. I thought it was just double there's a evil infestation, because we knew that. Okay. So we're getting a defender and a defender, and then we're probably going to get some cheap units like archers and spear peasants to get the second army up and running. We've already met 5 characters. There's only 2 more for us to meet. A distraught member of the Great Order Council requests an urgent meeting. Terrible news, my Supreme Magister. Our scouts have reported sightings of an army of corrupt souls roaming the land. Our forebears told legends of such creatures that they are bringers of death, and that seeing such a creature heralds 77 years of bad luck. We must drive it away immediately to prevent unrest within our cities. The Great Order will panic when they notice that the corrupted souls are nearby. Quickly, O Supreme Magister, you must dispatch them. And we shall. There is a minor problem. Besides the fact that these are so far away. I got that talent, right? Did good. These guys are pretty tough. They're no joke. They are weak to spirit. They are not weak to spirit. I take that back. Okay, our emergency replenishment is here. I want this, but I cannot clear this. I wonder what happens if this moves onto my capital city. We're going to learn today. We're going to learn a lot today. I guess I just move in this direction and expand this way until we can deal with that. Which I don't know when that's going to be. I think I get a third zealot. Just to have it in the pocket. Because it's going to take time to get down here for these guys. Build a tavern to improve our city stability, which improves our income, which keeps everyone happy. Also, the bathhouse gives whatever unit is made in that city an increase to experience gain. We are going to pop this, and we're going to grab the Gust Keep. This will give us loads of research and Imperium per turn, which is fantastic. Well, loads of research per turn, some Imperium per turn. Money! Oh. That's disappointing. That is disappointing. There's a watchtower down here. Oh, hello. Finally, Duke Samash Hillcrest of the Free City of Bendleton greets you with some reverence. Salutations, Supreme Magister Humanitas the Stranger. Your reputation precedes you. It gives us hope to meet a Supreme Magister who shares our beliefs. We look forward to learning from you, and we trust you to respect Bendleton's territory and independence. Aye, sure. Now, we are currently not competing with anybody. There was a comment I received during the Erratus series that mentioned it wasn't worth, the word they used was wasted, wasting Imperium to boost allegiance, unless you were racing with somebody for vassalage, because whoever gets there first gets the vassal. And at the time, I disagreed, saying that it was a little bit more nuanced than that. And while there may be nuance, I agree with them now. So thank you for your tip. I appreciate it. Sorry it took me some time to come around to it. But I agree. An evil presence in this land. Thankfully it's in a deep sleep. Hi, Necron. What you doing? There's a watchtower there. There's a watchtower there. Should we keep an eye on Necron? I don't trust him. Bay's gonna take that. Alright. Oh, money. Cool. The Slaneshi hobbits they're expanding. Their reach is growing. Father Oak. And another free city, I think. Fantastic. How scary are you? Pretty scary. I don't think the zealots alone can take it. Alright, triple zealot. As your troops approach the band of mercenary guards, they raise the white flag. We were hired for guarding this. A war shaman. No, I think we'll just let them leave in peace. We have no quarrel. Did I already get an event? I skipped that because I thought we already got an event like that. I want to clear this. I do. But that is a pretty spooky tier 3. All things considered, this isn't the most frightening of tier 3 units. Alright, let's go. See what the AI does. Oh. To be honest, that's about what I expected. That's okay. Oh, can you not be mounted with this setup? My hard-earned unicorn. Hard-earned unicorn. Well, that's okay. Let's get the regen. Keep the bannerman nice and healthy. Rally gives bonus morale at the end of the turn. Hastened makes us move fast. Turn to stone. Now, I do have a concern, which is that these are shock units, so they're going to run this down. Only one of them hit me, though, so I think we'll be fine with bolstered defense. Just make sure everyone's facing the correct direction. Go that way. defend. Okay. Here we go. Owie. Okay. Now, Erratus is a shock unit now. That's worth noting. Meaning that it's not very useful for him to just stand here and be punched. However, he still does really good damage. You have to remember that we are, in fact, a Wizard King, so we can refresh and get a Condemnation going. See if we can kill this guy. Wow, that's a lot of damage. Zealots can do really good damage for you. It's just that they're really squishy. These guys are constructs. These are materia constructs, so they are immune to things like insanity. You know what they're not immune to? Being crit. This is the power of morale. Death. It is the inescapable end that awaits all mortals, especially the sanctimonious idiots who presume to use me. I am nobody's puppet. Wait a minute. Wrong character. We're playing as a stranger today, who tried to make Erratus his puppet. Can we save that one zealot? I don't think so. Let's see. What are we condemning to death? These are the true deaths, which is worth noting. So if we kill you, kill you. And we hit you, we hit you. This is first strike. Looks like the Zealot's going down, Tim. We can defend to see if we can save him, but it's highly unlikely. Good shots. Remember, the Gargoyles are charge units, just like Erratus. So they don't like being tied up. We lost one Zealot. One Zealot's better than 3. Can I kill both of these with Contempt? Yes. If I can kill everything this turn, we don't have to deal with resurrections. Good job, Erratus. These all 50-50s? They are. You should be a large target. Oh. The misses. Darn. Okay. I don't know why the control enter thing isn't working. Death. Okay. So we saved 2 of our zealots. The majority of our zealots were saved. No big deal. We can always just summon another one. Remember, we do heal a little bit for winning. Not a whole lot. And our first defender is up. We could keep him here. When are you waking up? Oh dear. For the hero I want to summon? Like, we just keep summoning zealots to reinforce your army while we do this quest? This is so jank. We have our first signature skill. Remember, the signature skills do provide Empire bonuses when you get them on the Lord. Mastery Juve is pretty spicy. Plays even more into our healing. Which I didn't say this yet, but healing is amazing. So good. Visions of Woe? I want to try this. It's a guaranteed hit, and all enemies in 1 hex will fumble the next attack, which is incredible. It's just minus 50% damage to everything in a 1 hex radius. It would also give us an astral affinity, which, you know, will slowly start counting down. We could also do Dark Ritual. It's not very The Stranger-like, but The Stranger does call things back from the dead. This would give us a Shadow Affinity. The benefit of that would be that when fighting heroes, you gain knowledge, which is absolutely crazy. It scales so high, the mid and late game. And we can eventually, very far down the road, get another Whispering Stone. I think I'm going to take the Visions of Woe, though. We haven't tried that yet. And I haven't tried it. I want Sentinel. As mentioned, though, we are going to go support. After I get Sentinel. First Strike is amazing. Great, I can see farther. Sure, whatever. Alright, we can get a hero. We can either get a tier 1 hero. You have 2 traits. Is that legal? Jonas the Strong. Huh. You are unstable. That's, no. Ward Breaker. Melee and physical range attacks apply sundered resistance, whatever. Farsight. Additional vision range. Fortified. Governor gives additional fortifications, and that's what you have as well. Okay, let's take Jonas the Strong. I didn't know it was possible to have 2. You're also a charging unit. Except you can be on a horse. That's not fair. That's not fair at all. Alright, we're going to make you the governor of Abbeyvale. Boom. Food and gold. Not too bad. We got a free hero. Well, not we had to pay for it, but we have got another hero because we have 2 cities. You can, of course, recruit over your city cap, but you have to pay for it. A lot. I'm debating expanding the city, and I think I'm against it. I could do that to get that. Wow, another gold vein? That is spicy. Are we going to need my Imperium anytime soon? Road building in 2 turns. We're going to want that. These are both good, but not mandatory. We want Exemplar. And we probably want that. Okay. Alright. So we can expand. Build a quarry. This is an occupied iron node? Occupied by what? Something invisible. Rude. Well, Jonas can take care of it. I've decided for now that Jonas is just going to take care of stuff over in the capital. Let's end our turn. We do have 29 turns to deal with these corrupt souls, so I could just leave. Togram's coming. If Togram kills this, it counts as us killing it as well. Which is worth noting. I really want to heal. I want to have good things. Why are we here? Just to suffer. I don't really want to clear that. Do I? Give me this. I want the gold vein. Make a forester. Hello. Where did I meet you? Guildmaster Dan Bracken of the Free City Gemkeep greets you for the first time. Salutation, Supreme Magister of the Great Order. We Deep Dwellers humbly ask you to respect Gemkeep's territory and independence. I don't know how I found you. Oh, I built on the underground passage that is literally in your terrain. I see. That means if I go down there, I'm going to trespass. Well, good news, everyone. With Whispering Stone for just such an occasion. There we go. We're not competing with anyone, so we're not going to spend any Imperium in boosting that. The tavern is done soon. Quick math. I can just afford this if I boost. Alright, let's do it. How about you? You are just producing merchandise. That's fine. You might need to do that for a few turns. I think I'm going to do is I'm going to leave. I'm going to let her deal with this. If she wants to kill them for me, great. No, go here. I wanted to go here, but I didn't want to interact with it. But I would be in my domain, so I'd be healing. Oh, look, it's Slaneshi Hobbitses. How about this? Another free city, the friendly Saintspire. Magistrate Zawara Theowin of the Free City Saintspire is enthused about meeting you for the first time. Well met, Supreme Magister Humanitas the Stranger. We heard great things about you. We skillful Moleman hope our humble free city can learn from you. Oh. Sally Whitemane. Okay, so what we're going to do is a pro-gamer move. Fullerton is already our vassal, and they are improving swiftly. But we are going to pull our stone here to try and compete with Sally Whitemane. Now, this will upset Sally, but I'd rather be the vassal master. You know? I want it to be mine. Oh, hey. You didn't take that. Very nice. I'm looking for the watchtower. Hello. Greetings, Supreme Magister Humanitas the Stranger. May wisdom guide your path in this realm. Oh, I wish I could do a gift. So this is the elite. That's her title. Incorruptible Justice. I want to be her friend too. I really hope you are maintaining your good nature. The Slaneshi Hobbitses have declared rivalry. Oh dear. Think of this as an official announcement that I, the Demoness, Mistress of Spite, consider you an enemy. Uh-oh. We would all be better off without rulers like you. Stay away from me and do not interfere with my plans. I actually consider you a friend, Humanitas. Perhaps the Scarlet Crusade and the Great Order can live together in harmony. I forgot to put it there. That warms my heart. And another part of me. Don't judge me, everyone knows it. Now, I might have to milk you for money. I'll have to think about that. I want a wizard's pack with you as well. Cool. There is another trait I was thinking, a society trait that's unlockable. It's called Devious Sweet Talker? Something like that. It basically makes it cheaper to do pronouncements. And also trading stuff with your empire. They're your vassals. It's very powerful. But it's a shadow trait. And that didn't seem right for our Supreme Necromancer. Our Supreme Magister. I might have to integrate this city. Oh, hi. We're gonna have to kill her. We're gonna have to kill her. So I met everyone? No. I haven't met the Grand Greyseer Lord. Master of Skaven Blight. It's the only person I haven't met. I think I mentioned this earlier, but... Okay, hold on. Hold that thought. Now, as I mentioned during the character creation, we're going to be going pretty hefty down the order tree. And so we're going to be grabbing this one, the Tome of Faith. This is very helpful and will be very useful for my current predicament of not having any health. That'll be great. Trust.
When faith fuels the embers of one's
I
spirit,
want all of these.
It is like a soothing balm upon soul and sinew.
30
It
mana.
binds wounds. It strengthens limbs. It spreads like the light.
Okay, we'll
of
lock
blazes.
Army Heal, and we'll grab Staves of Mending. I don't think I actually meant to cancel that. You can let me know if you want to hear the tomes, the lady talk about the tomes. I've been skipping it. It's ingrained in my system because I didn't like the Planetfall voices. But this lady is much easier on the ears. So let me know if you want to hear the tome lady talk. I might just let her talk now. Might have already made up my mind. We'll see. You can let me know. Comments are great. I read them all. The Signum of Knighthood, this will give all of our non-feudal units stand together. Watch my upkeep tank. 10 mana per turn, no big deal. I like how zealots are standing alongside skulls. You've been deceived. Oh, wah, 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 wah. I want this gold. That's my gold mine. I want it, you know? We could get this storehouse just to naturally expand towards it, which wouldn't be an awful idea. Tithe Shrine is coming in. We got our second defender. I think we want some archers now. 2. There's no need to queue them up. We can keep our money. I could boost this. Could. We can also cast that spell again. For 3 turns, this one. We run through our production like crazy. Okay. We bop this. We bop that. We clear this up so we can expand north. We continue our grudge against Togrim. Ultopia. Okay, that's a name. How is our grievance thing going? I'm 2 mana away. Now, we can declare a justified war, apparently. But we're going to go ahead and denounce her first. And we might need to, like... I want a majorly justified war. Well, this is quite the desolate area, isn't it? We are in the Pact of Cooperation with Bendleton. Fantastic. Celestial Haven has sent a war party to raid our domain. That's not good. Our treaty has concluded. So that's these guys. They're going to come all the way over here. We can repeat this trade. Wow. Thought the trades got better for me as we... Yeah. I guess 10% of 5 is half. Our mana income isn't great. Sure. We're using a lot of it. It'll improve next turn. I think we queue this up to pop the workforce button. End the turn. Now we could carry Jason the Strong with us. If we want to. Get some bonus experience with him. Oh. The kind Duke Sumesh Taylor of Burleton appears before you with a gaunt face. Noble, Supreme Magister Humanitas the Stranger, a dark era has befallen Burleton. My people are famished, the harvest failed, and our storehouses lie empty. Mothers cannot feed their children. My city guard is mutinous. I fear many of my proud citizens will starve before this sad time is over. Please, O Supreme Magister, will you share some of your prosperity with my starving city? Yes. We are completely blocked for growing for 4 turns. But we gain alignment, good alignment, and Bullerton will like us a lot. Nice. Which is giving us a bunch of allegiance per turn. But I don't think we're going to grow unless we have the Whispering Stone in here. That's fine, we'll be returning it soon. I just want... Where is it? Oh, it's 49. Do it. This is the one instance in which it's probably good to boost allegiance. To see if I can beat Sally. I don't know if I'll be able to, but I'm certainly going to try. And we are definitely going to build runes. 100%. We're going to want tributaries as well, but that's more of a I have more than one vassal button. And right now, I don't have more than one vassal. It looks like Snugrim backed off doing my quest for me, which is very rude. I'd love to put this here. I'd love nothing more. Double Forester. You know, I could cast that spell on this place, I guess. It's not growing in any reasonable time. And it has stuff to build, like vendors and libraries. Oh, although I'm blocked here, so there's really no point in... I'm blocked for a few turns, so it doesn't matter that I can't grow here. I want the blacksmith as well to get draft going. And we can cast the Staves of Mending. This is going to give all of our support units Faithful, which reduces their unit upkeep, which is good. And it's going to give them Mending Touch, which is a free action ability to heal a unit. They have to go touch them, of course, but that's fine. Can you assist me? You are 1 tile short. There you go. Wow, the Zealot almost died. The Crusader's Claymore. Now that makes more sense than this. But, what about you? What are you doing? Evil Lance. Here's a Claymore. It's just better, but unfortunately it can't be mounted. I want... Oh, I can sit in here and get healed. Nice. I want a friendly... Or a one-handed weapon. And a fat shield. That's what I want. That's the dream. But we're just going to have to use the Executioner for now. Execute the heretics, you know? As my excuse was with the Skulls. Oh, hi. Found a capital. The stranger would use any means he deemed necessary to assist. Got the army heal on the way. New development. I believe we picked it up. We've received a trade proposal. Blint would like a wizard's bond. Okay. Alright. Now, of course, I don't like Blint, but that was from the previous playthrough. Now he's pink and peaceful. Who could have seen that coming? I certainly couldn't have. Just remember, the only people I'm not allowed to conduct diplomacy with are Necron and Tugrum. Ho ho. Ho 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 ho. Denounce. Oh, this is the one we fabricated. So we now have a minor war justification. We're on the way to a moderate justification. Also, I feel like that wasn't fabricated. I feel like they're getting close to my domain. Right there. I think that was legit. A legit complaint. I have no mana. I have no mana. Uh-huh. Uh-huh. This is the final turn, by the way. Shall I finish it off with the fight? This is an easy fight. It's fine. Yeah. The AI just ran it down. Well, I mean, there's a shield. That's, something. So Terrifying Aura is the unique aspect of the shield. And I'm pretty sure that stacks with my Intimidating Aura. So there is a chance I could give adjacent enemies minus 10 morale at the end of the turn. It's 90% from Intimidating and guaranteed from Terrifying. That's pretty good. That is pretty good. Now, we could get Experienced Leader. This gives all units in the army 2 experience per turn, which is good. But I feel like in the long run, this is just kind of whatever. I'm just going to grab HP, it's fine. You're back to tanking, Humanitas. Use the weapon of the enemy against them, and you can have the Executioner. Because you're strong. There we go. Excuse me. We have appointed our Executioner. Now, Jonas is the Lord of Abbeyvale. And I think I want you to be the Lord of Knowledge. You're strong and knowledgeable, because I want to burn through my research as quickly as humanly possible. Are you serious? No. There's a gold pickup right there. Food pickup. Not quite as amazing. Are you getting materia? No, those are just daylight spears. You know, that thing that I said Feudal doesn't have, the dedicated spear unit? Awake, or High does. Berkshire. Okay. There's a watchtower over there. I can totally fly over the mountain and grab that. I have so many units in your domain, I'm sorry. Not that sorry. Storehouse has been produced. Let's get a library. I don't think I need any units here yet. I'm going to have to take care of that sooner rather than later. But because we destroyed the Brigand Camp, we should have... Was it bonus? This? Yes. So pacification has given friendship to other people. So if we go find our other soon-to-be vassals, I am not able to find them. I want to make peace with you. See, he likes us. But that didn't go down. Maybe we save up our gold for that. It's only a 2-turn investment. There's not a button I can... is there? To just check. To my armies, okay. We only have military and score victory. Here we go. Okay. I knew there was a button. So Saint Spire, we're catching up to Sally. And now she likes us a lot. Which is good. We're gaining 3 alliance per turn. We might overtake her here without having to spend more. Pact of Loyalty in 2 turns. Very good. And Gem Keep, we're going. We have no competition so far with the ones we are investing in. So the plan for next time is to make peace with the Celestial Haven, get them on our side. We definitely want Bulletin to become a Supreme Vassal as quickly as possible. Because then he doesn't need a Whispering Stone. And we can give it to someone else. Without, you know, robbing the opportunity. Gives amendings to our support so they can staff amend. Thought I did that already, but that's okay. A friendship was declared with the incorruptible Justice. And if I could afford one, I would return it. I could. Okay. This is a modifier that slowly increases towards 300 relationship, and any grievances that we gain against each other will be reduced. When two rulers declare friendship with each other, each active diplomatic treaty they have increases the maximum relationship bonus by 25 up to 4. Does that mean I don't have to do this? Unless we had treaties. You know what? I'm sorry, I need my money. I like you, and I want to befriend you. But, in time. Let it be known that Necron the Risen has crossed me. He has insulted my empire. That is not to be trusted. That's right, he's not. And now, the final turn. What happens? This is the consequences of our actions, and we'll address them all next time. Because it looks like... Oh... Tokrim's moving into my vassal's domain. I don't like that. And it looks like nothing dramatic happened. So next time we'll address all these pop-ups, and we will keep the stranger's story rolling with war on the horizon against Tokrim. I want to get a big justification. We're at minor right now. Moderate increases our support from vassal cities and gives us an Imperium income bonus. And then major gives us those more. So if we can get to moderate, I'll be happy. We can declare war and try and get her out of the game as soon as possible, secure the bottom corner, and then deal with the rest of the threats in the decaying fields. Look at my girl go. So thank you all for watching. I hope that you enjoyed. Thank you again for voting on the poll, for deciding that the stranger was indeed the next journey we take. Thank you to the patrons and the channel members who support the channel. I greatly appreciate you. And if you'd like to see anything happen, channel, feel free to join the Discord in the description down below. And I'll see you next time for a regularly scheduled length video. I think the first one being 2 hours is just going to be the tradition now. Bye!